Now I can dream. All right, we're live. We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Thrilling Three. This is issue number 7. And who wants to give us a recap of what happened last time? Some shit got freaky last time.
It
Did
definitely
get
got
freaky
freaky.
deaky.
Uh, let's see.
I will add in, but I will not start.
I will try. I will try. So El Topo, we started with our hero El Topo at home, and and he's been told that he can't go to work because of the gas main explosion.
No,
Pop
And
boy.
not an explosion.
what's that?
There's been gas leaks
Gas leaks.
in the
Sorry,
sewer.
gas
Yeah.
leaks. And sorry, I thought it was tied to the explosion.
It was not at
So
all
there have been
tied.
gas
It
leaks.
was not at all tied in. Y'all were kind of hoping it would be and trying to get there, but I had to remind you. I was like, no, you get the feeling this is not related. It's a separate
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
and El Topo was, being a man of wanting to get the job done. Was wanted to try to find out, why can't he work, and then and it's like, nope, nope, you're grounded. It's we got to leave the fire department to this. Topo goes and contacts uh, his friend with the news, and she doesn't have anything to add to it. Um, Said she had gotten I think like a press release on it, but that was about it. Nothing important. And that's pretty much, I think, in a nutshell, where we left El Topo. Sonic, um, gosh, I'm trying to remember. I know that Sonic had contacted his police contact,
Mhm.
and as in trying to mask it as a concerned citizen, and she pretty much was with regards to uh, our villains, and she was like, just let the heroes take care of this. You really should be. I mean, I hope the good as the police aren't involved. Uh, and so uh, and that's where he kind of was left at that point, uh, because she was just saying, just stay away from Count de Graves and Molly Malefica, and they're just bad. They're just murderous monsters. Um, then we get to the Drifter, and wait a minute. I think Sonic calls the Drifter, if I'm correct, and Drifter gets uh, the call, and he wants to Sonic wants to go ahead and convene El Topo and the Drifter at their favorite diner, um, and
It's actually
and
my aunt that called.
oh
Yes. Tia Bonita.
Mm-hmm.
oh
Tia.
right. So Tia Bonita called El Topo. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. Tia Bonita called El Topo, and he knows that she's dead, and then in at the end of the phone call, it turns into Count de Graves' voice, uh, and that was pretty intense. And we convene over at the diner at that point. Um, Drifter shuffles in because he's the death of the homeless woman that
Tia.
I'm name is escaping. Tia. Oh,
Tia.
gotcha.
Her name was Tia.
Yeah, her name is Tia. Okay, gotcha. Tia was the death, of course, of him being manipulated into killing her, because he had no idea what he was seeing was not a zombie. Um, still was weighing on him, and also all the deaths at the rail yard.
Chris said shorter. I'm
Uh,
totally innocent.
what's that? Well, he is totally innocent.
I'm just
um,
I'm just kidding, dude.
yeah, sorry. Just saying, just saying. Um, and then we convene. Um, I tell the guys that um, until we find out where Count de Graves is going to strike, I'm going to stand guard um, over at the rail yard, which I think is where he knows he can you know find people to murder and try to strike at me at least. Um, and I said if you guys could stay just outside of the rail yard while um, uh, I patrol in there. Uh, I go ahead and zoom out. The guys, um, uh, get ready and climb into the van to uh, 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 follow up. And while they're in the van on the highway, uh, the shadows start, you know, uh, closing in on the van, and
Hmm.
it's pretty much midday, and and Sonic uh, goes, I'm going to contact Drifter and have him come here immediately. Drifter runs. He does see a storm kind of coming in. He's racing up and down the highway. Goes all the way back to the cafe and cannot see the van anywhere. While that's happening, the van, Topo's van, starts flying up in the air. They see Molly Malefica come to the window. Sonic screams at Molly Malefica, and the door flies, comes off of its hinges, and doesn't do any damage to her. Topo climbs into the back to try to change into his outfit. He I there's he gets banged around back there a little bit, and
But
the
he doesn't really take any damage because
doors.
he's very, he's El Topo. He's very mighty.
He's El Topo, exactly. And um, but there was something that happened to the back doors. I can't
I kicked
remember.
him open.
Oh, you kicked them open, yeah, because
Yeah,
uh,
and I
and
grabbed Sonic.
yeah, and you're about to jump out. Um, you Sonic had told me that the van was flying up, and again, uh, Drifter could not see anything flying in the air. While he races up and down the highway. Um, and then uh, then what appears to have been an illusion. Oh, you guys jump out, and you guys find yourselves out in the middle of the or other side of the road, and the van is 20 to 30 feet away. I spot you
Actually,
guys at
in the
that point.
road.
What?
Oh, you guys were in the road.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Okay.
I cradled Sonic and rolled him
Oh,
off
that's
to
right. When you
safety.
jumped, yeah. And the van was, other than a slight crack in the window on the passenger side, there was no damage to the vehicle. Uh,
There was a slight crack in the passenger windshield, and that was it. Where,
passenger windshield.
yeah,
Sorry. And uh, I can't remember what the guys are doing while Drifter contacts the Herald of the Serpent
But was
and
just looking around, seeing
of
if
the
he
Golden
still had a
Circle.
job. Like, how is this
Hmm.
van not destroyed?
And the Herald tells me that I need to that because I have a connection to uh, mystic sources, that I need to try to start using my senses to be able to see the uh, see what's real and what's not real.
Everyone,
So
everyone, real quick, say hi to Jonathan. I see him in our chat. Say hi, John.
hey, Jojo.
Hello, John Joe.
All right, continue.
And I think that's where we left it, if I'm
Yep,
correct.
yep. We left it. You guys were on the side of the road. You had just talked to the Herald of the Serpent, and
Mhm.
I'm going to go ahead and advance time a little bit and say that you guys decided to reconvene back at El Topo's house in his basement.
Mm,
El
the Bat
Topo,
Cave, the Topo Cave.
El Topo. You are the only house in your neighborhood that has a basement because the Florida water table is so high. But where your house is, it actually drops off, and you actually have a basement, sort of a basement slash garage.
I love my basement.
And this stuff over here is some communication stuff that the city didn't need anymore, and so you sort of took it out of storage and set it up.
Borrowed.
So, yeah, you quote unquote borrowed. Um, all it does is it shows sort of like hot spots around the city. Although it's got a globe on there now, it's really just kind of centered on Vanguard City. And it shows you, like little hot spots, based on police reports and things like that. But you really haven't had much use for it since you're hanging out with a dude now that can monitor the police band.
Yeah.
But
Except he dies every week.
yeah. So you've reconvened back at your basement. What do you guys want to talk about?
Oh my God, they killed Ken. Um, let's see. Uh, I, I, I'll. What I need to. I think I had already told the guys last time about my conversation with the Golden Serpent, and that I
You,
felt that I failed them and not
well,
being
it's
able to
still it's still
see
same day.
through.
It's just later in the evening.
Yeah, so I
It's
told him that earlier.
yeah. You did
Um,
talk to them earlier.
um, so has has Count de Graves made any threats uh, at anybody that you know?
Not me. What about you, Sonic?
Nope, not me.
Okay.
I could listen
I
into the
Um,
airwaves.
well, now
Um,
you go ahead. Sorry.
no, yeah. If you want to, Sonic, you more than able to.
Okay.
Give me a whatever your power rank is. Roll that on the universal table.
Believe it is remarkable.
I don't know what he's playing at.
Oh, amazing ability. All right. Amazing.
All right, so you are able to tune into the police frequencies, and you do hear something interesting. There was a call from dispatch out to a street unit asking them to make a patrol of the Oak Hollow subdivision. That is the decrepit, rundown part of town where you guys were a few nights ago when the explosion happened and the drifter was tricked into killing a innocent woman.
Okay. All right. Hey, gents. I just heard on the radio that they've requested a patrol of the Oak Hollow neighborhood where we were. I guess the police want to keep an eye on that area. So maybe they do know something.
So
Hollow.
from listening to dispatch communicating with the street unit that apparently a house at the end of the street has just materialized. It wasn't there before.
Oh, okay. And there's something about a house appearing that wasn't there before. Sounds like something we ought to check out. What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. I don't know how a house just appears.
All
But
right. So you how do you guys want to get there? Do you want to jump in El Topo's van, or what do you want to do?
How far up the street is it?
I mean it's on the other side of the city, but it's probably about 20
Oh,
minutes away.
all right then. Yeah, I guess we'll take the
Um,
van.
you guys want me to race ahead just to watch out for the cops?
Sure.
Are we worried about the cops?
Well, I mean, we've been trying to keep them from getting killed, yeah, a number of times. So, but all right,
Well, we know
we'll
they're going to be there. They're patrolling.
yeah,
But yeah.
I know. I'm just worried about them getting killed, that sort of thing. Okay, cool. Well, let's just go to the van. We'll go together in the van.
Okay. All right. So you guys decide to travel together in the van and head out to this rundown subdivision that looks like Biff went back in time with the sports almanac.
Heck
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And you do see the house that was described to the police.
Hmm.
Oh, hang on. It's I need to adjust this. Need to adjust the height on this.
I'm like, nope, not going in there.
Yep.
El Topo, not going in there.
Let me see. 20 is 22 better? Yeah, 22 is better. Okay. So
That's good.
you can tell from the outside. Number one, you've been on the street before. You didn't see this house. That's on the end. It was just
Mhm.
a vacant field. You can tell by looking at the outside, and we'll say the sun's going down by now. It's probably like close to 7 p.m. There's very low light, but you can look at the house from the outside, and you can tell that the top two floors are
Mhm.
broken down and decrepit. You can tell, you can see through some of the windows where like the upper floor is fallen through, and
Mm.
so you think that really the only floor intact is probably the main floor.
All right.
Can Sonic, can you use your abilities to, see what's in there or under there or around there, kind of like a bat? I mean, can you tell?
I can. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh yeah,
Sonic,
you could.
We
yeah, you don't actually have that capability.
Yeah.
You don't have
Uh,
sonar.
yeah. I can listen to the waves. I can't do that.
All
Listen to the
right,
sound waves and
Well, you can listen to
all right.
broadcast frequencies.
broadcast frequencies,
Yeah.
different types of. But yeah, I can't really see around corners or through walls.
Well, I guess let's send in Jesus.
The king of the hobos.
Hobo Jesus. All
Oh
right.
god.
So yeah, Drifter, they're suggesting you go in before they go in. What do you want to
Gotcha.
do?
Okay. I'll make myself intangible,
No,
and
wait,
yes,
Drifter.
yes.
Can you communicate with us a little better the next time you're intangible? Or is that a problem?
No, I always can talk to you, whether I'm tangible or not. I'm talking to you right now.
Well, uh, Topo's still a little freaked out from earlier today, I guess it was,
Hmm.
when we were calling and needing help. And like,
Hmm.
Topo doesn't hold it against the Drifter. He's still freaked out that they were in such an illusion.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm
why he is.
actually. Let me focus on what I'm seeing before me. Um, do I see a house before me, or is this an illusion?
Yes. All three of you see a house in front of you.
Okay. Well, I mean, I just trying to see if
Oh,
I can discern
oh,
illusion
I
from
got you.
from a house.
No, I got you. Make an intuition check. Whatever your
Intuition.
intuition rank is, roll that on the universal table macro.
Okay. My intuition is excellent. Shift. Oh yeah, there we go. There she. Excellent. Submit.
All right.
70.
So what you get from this house using, tapping into your mystic, your inner
Mhm.
mystic, you can tell that this house it's real, but
Mhm.
it seems to every now and then you notice that like it kind of shimmers
Mhm.
like it's not actually there. You can tell it's there, but it's also not there. You suspect that it may be phasing in and out of time.
Yeah. Um. So the very interesting. Um. Something that I can tell is that that house is really there, but uh, but it seems to be not there at the same time. It's not an illusion, and uh, I would be curious to know if a house like this stood here once before, years and years ago. But it seems to be probably phasing in and out of that period and now. Uh, so uh, it's so I'll go ahead and step in and try to keep my my eyes peeled. I
So
yep.
I'm gonna walk with the drifter.
Hmm.
You know, park the truck, throw the keys in the visor, kind of thing. I'm gonna walk out there with him. I'm not gonna go in, but I'm gonna kind of like nod at him and give him a thumbs up as he
Hmm.
goes in. But I'm gonna kind of put my hands on the door, put my hands. I'm just kind of like El Topo wants to make sure that the house is really there. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
like he's like, is what what is this ghost time house?
Okay.
Hmm.
So, you and Drifter walk up to the front door,
Hmm.
and
Sonic's just gonna keep his eyes peeled in
okay,
case anybody comes.
okay. El Topo, you reach out to touch the door, and you literally touch the door. You can physically touch the house.
All right, I'm gonna look at Drifter
Hmm.
as you're as I feel like he's going in, and I'm gonna say,
Hmm.
don't stay in there long.
I
Uh,
don't intend to.
And
see
as
what
you
see.
guys are talking on the porch, this little balcony over here, actually groans and creaks and falls off the of the main house itself, and it crashes on the side.
Mm.
Very
And
loud.
it stays there.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
so
right.
I'm gonna tell the Drifter, check it
Yeah.
out, be quick, but I have an idea. Don't stay in
All
long.
right. Gotcha. I'm all for torching the place. I go ahead and step in
Okay.
and through the door, through step through the door and into the space.
Okay. So you step inside the front door. You guys, you're right here. You guys are technically outside the front door down here,
Hmm.
but I can't put you down there, so you're
Yeah, we're
just
off map.
yeah,
Sure.
you're just off to the side there. So, Drifter, you step in to the house. It is
Mhm.
very dark in here. It's very drafty,
Mhm. Mm.
and yeah, what do you want to do?
Um, does the what does the floor look like it's made out of?
The floor looks like it's made of marble tile that used to be, really kind of rich and expensive, but
Uh huh.
has fallen into disrepair over the years.
Gotcha. Um, I'll step in just a little bit further. I see there are rooms.
You see that there are doors.
Oh, doors. Sorry. I
You see a door here and a door here,
uh-huh.
and you see a door over here. And
Gotcha.
through this way, it's open. into the next room, which is a large chamber.
Okay. Step through just a little bit,
Okay.
and
So
then
yeah,
yes, go ahead.
again, you're able to see the doors,
Yeah.
but you can see further into the chamber in front of you.
And I'll take a moment to see if I can hear anything.
All right, you don't hear anything yet. You hear a little bit of what sounds like the wind rushing through what's left of the upper two floors that have collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
Gives off a very spooky noise. Sometimes it sounds like a almost like a moan.
Mm-hmm. I'll go ahead and step back outside
Okay.
and to El Topo.
All right.
And well, the floor looks solid. There's nobody in ambush immediately when we go in.
I've been texting Allison. We'll see if she texts back. I texted her the address of the other street or the house next door, and just kind of asked if she can get any of her people to check if there was ever a house here. I don't know about you guys, Sonic. What do you think? I mean, best case, best
Well,
case. I mean, this is
go ahead.
clearly tied to Count de Graves. I mean,
Hmm.
it wasn't here before. Maybe it shouldn't be here now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I would bet it has something to do with Count Graves and
Mhm.
Molly Malefica.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
would
I don't
go
know that
ahead.
we burn it down, but maybe we take it down piece by piece. Maybe it's clobbering time,
How
which is
about that?
something I read in a comic book. It's not my catchphrase or anything.
I could
Love
try
that.
to I could try to scream at the top floors.
I mean,
Uh, okay. That sounds that I love this idea. But and sure.
All right. And or of course El Topo you could just barrel through. But I don't know.
before
Maybe
we do
maybe
that, before we do that, I'm gonna keep talking to you guys as I head over here, and I'm gonna kind of kick around the debris that fell from that balcony.
okay.
Um, not really, not really trying to find anything. Just make sure it's debris and wood and not incorporeal.
It is debris as you go over there to kick it around. You can feel it with your foot. It's not wood. It's mostly like old marble and stone, like limestone. All right. So
Okay.
what are the rest of you doing?
Um, I'm just keeping an. I'm gonna keep an eye out. Tell you what, I'll actually float up to the top and
Oh,
try to look through the windows.
yeah. As you look into the windows on the second story, some of them are broken clear out. Some of them are still intact. But you see where the upper floor has mostly fallen down into the second floor.
I'm
Gotcha.
gonna
I'll go ahead.
I'm gonna yell at hey Drifter,
I'll drift on down.
when you float like that, can you carry things still?
No, I can't. It's because of my being intangible. But I mean, uh, well, I mean, the thing is I can't seem to hold anything. I mean, I can try. What do you want me to try to hold?
Well, look, seems to me that we're gonna have to fight this derelict son of a bitch sooner or later, and we probably gotta fight him in this house.
Okay. All right.
Uh, But I was gonna say, I mean, if you could float around and carry something, maybe you could float up and drop my ass in from the top, and then we just go in there, guns a-blazing, so to speak.
Okay. I'll let me see if I can make my hands tangible, and I'll see if I can carry you up.
So, Drifter,
Yeah.
you would
Yes.
know that with your powers, you've never been able to do this before.
Yeah.
You can grab somebody and make them intangible and and have them phase along with you through things.
Okay.
But
I'll do.
you
Yeah.
can't really be intangible and float and then drop, stuff
Well,
down.
wait. So if he knows that, maybe he should share that with us.
Oh,
Maybe he
okay.
has, and I forgot.
Oh,
But
no. I've never. Yeah. So what I can do is make you intangible with me, and then probably float us both up, and then make you tangible, and then you can drop in.
That
well,
is a
Maybe
then
that.
thing.
maybe
That is a thing you could do.
then
That is a.
maybe we're better off with you making Sonic intangible with you. Sonic tends to take the brunt of all these fights, right, buddy?
Well,
Yep.
do you
That's
remember this? Is that I'm affected by magic, and so my intangibility doesn't really seem to be helping much,
ah.
unless they sling something solid at me. But really, right now they've been, you blasting me with magic and mental attacks, and I'm susceptible to both of those.
Well, I know one thing. We should make sure we stick together.
Okay, then maybe we should just walk on in then. Unless you want me to drop you down in there, Topo.
Well, all these grand gestures would probably be great if we were in a superhero movie, but we've been out front long enough, they probably know we're here.
Oh, I'm sure they were expecting us. Um, okay, I'll go ahead and open the door.
But you know what? I think
Yeah.
I'll go in through this wall.
Okay.
All
And
right.
open
And
the
I'll meet
door.
y'all in the front of the house.
Sonic, I can make you intangible, well, for the moment, and see
Okay.
what happens.
Let's hold hands.
All right.
So,
And I
yeah, you reach out for Sonic and you join hands. You make him intangible along with you as you float through the door.
There we go.
Let me set this up on the map. El Topo, you crash in through the wall on the east side of the house. All right, let me move you guys. Let me move y'all over here. All right. So you're inside the house now. Drifter, you and Sonic are right where you were earlier. El
Right.
Topo, you crash through the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! And you find
Olay.
yourself in a large chamber that almost looks like a little chapel. And you would think maybe this was something they had back when they made houses like this. If they were rich enough, they could have their own little private chapel. It's got
Yeah,
its own.
sure.
It's got its
Mhm.
own pews and everything.
Okay. Topo, upon seeing that, with his good Catholic background, does the sign of the rosary, and then continues to just wade straight in.
Okay.
Topo's still kind of, I don't know. He's messed up by all the mind mess they did earlier today, and in the back of his mind, he's like, "This is their house. I'm gonna mess with them."
Okay. So you want to just continue to run through and crash through the wall?
I
There's
will crash through this wall if possible.
Okay. Yeah, there's a door, but you can totally bypass it and just crash through the wall if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you guys, you're sitting there looking around this front entryway, and then El Topo just Kool-Aid Man's his way through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
So
I
El
like your
Topo,
style, El Topo.
you come through the wall and you look down and you see your intangible friends who look a little like ghosts.
That's cool.
hey,
I give him the thumbs up.
I give him a thumbs up back to him.
All right.
We'll walk forward. Actually, I'll poke my head into here, see if I see anything that looks of use.
You see what looks like it used to be maybe some kind of old private office. There's a collapsed bookcase over here, lots of refuse, the remains of a crumbled chair, a desk, a little fireplace over here. It's all very decrepit.
Gotcha. Stay with me, Sonic.
I'm with
pulling
you.
his hand with me,
Okay.
and then pop my head into this place in this room.
This room looks like it was like a private study of some sort, or maybe a lounging area. There's another fireplace at the end and a couch. There's also a little mini bar over here, or what remains of a little mini bar.
All right. Nothing in these rooms. And make our way into here.
Okay. Sonic, are you going with him?
Yes,
All right,
I'm following.
you need to be moving your token.
Yeah.
I keep moving your token for
Gotcha.
you, and you
Okay.
should be moving your token. All right.
Topo's moving along with the ghosts.
Okay.
I'm gonna as the drifter passed me, I'm gonna say, you know, keep watch over Sonic in case this roof starts caving in, and I'm gonna come in with them.
Okay.
Mhm.
I won't use the door. I'm just gonna kind of wade through the decrepit wall there
All right.
between the doors.
This is a if you're gonna wade through like this part of the wall, this is actually a load-bearing part of the wall, and
Mhm.
you're gonna cause a partial collapse if you go through it.
I'm cool with that.
Okay. So everyone, well, no, not
Not the
Drifter.
incorporeal ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys are fine, Drifter and Sonic. El Topo, a part of the roof does come down on you with extra debris from the upper level because you remember the third level crashed down into the second level.
Yep.
So yeah, you trigger a large sort of cave in from that ceiling, and it covers about this much of this floor. So you guys watch as debris falls all around you. It doesn't really. It's not enough to hurt El Topo. El Topo is just too tough, but
Exactly.
but it does fall, and you would get the feeling that like this house probably can't take much more of that.
I try to I try to make sure I'm not seeing anything that's mystically invisible or mystically I can't see some kind of danger.
Give me an intuition check.
I will do that. At excellent.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You see,
Okay.
just a lot of decrepit, broken furniture, and everything in here is, run down.
Gotcha.
Parts of the wall have crumbled. Um, that's about it.
I'm gonna
Gotcha.
yell at Sonic. Do you hear anything other than this? Other than the collapse? Do you hear anyone else moving around in here?
So, you guys, hang on. You hear that same thing that Drifter heard, that wind rushing through the upper levels, that have fallen in. That sounds very eerie, like a wailing of some kind. That's all you hear.
Okay. I can try to listen to any broadcasts, but I don't hear anything.
Well, I'm not sure they're here. He might be this might be his lair, but if he's bringing his girlfriend here, he's really, really lame. This whole damn thing's about to come apart.
Well, Sonic will go ahead and listen in to the airwaves to see if there's off somewhere causing trouble.
All right. So go ahead and roll your power rank for me.
Okay. Nope.
No, you don't. You don't hear anything currently on the police band.
I don't hear anything.
Oh,
Sonic,
okay.
All you guys hear is that wailing-like sound that sounds like the wind rushing through the upper floors. What's left of the upper floors.
fellas, I think we should be quick about this.
Oh, okay. Let's
Get together and move through.
Okay,
I bet there's a
I'll-
portal here.
It's possible.
probably. Bring Sonic with me over here. Poke my head into this room.
Okay, so yeah, you two come over here. It's it's sort of a large chamber. It looked like this place used to be where they might have held parties. Whoever lived in this house a long time ago. In this refuse is the crumbled remains of a piano, and you see a long staircase going up that has debris at the top of it. And as you
Is
look
it-
up
yeah.
at the top of these stairs and you see that debris, you hear a female voice laughing, and you see Molly Malefica step through the debris at the top of the stairs.
I
And-
poke my head back out.
All right.
Malefica's possibly right in there, and I saw her float, come down from the top stairs, which is interesting since that whole top side is collapsed.
Yeah, she literally just sort of apparated right through it.
Did you
You
see
want me
the
to take the
graves?
bu- You want me
You
to
wanna
take the room down?
Take the room down. Go for it, Topo.
Okay.
All right,
So-
We'll stand back a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know how you want to do this.
Just bash all along
Editor-in-Chief,
the edge. Oh,
But
sorry.
my
That's all.
idea would be that Topo is just going to take a running start and just go crashing through the walls and try not to stop until he's through the room. Just take out whatever he can.
all right. Give me just a second. I'm looking for something currently.
When you do that, I'm gonna burn this. Be right back.
All right. Okay. All right. So, El Topo, your goal is, or your objective is to crash into here and just take out as much as you can.
Well, yeah, my goal is to get into there and maybe bring some of the. I know that she's not surprised. She knows we're here.
Right.
But maybe if I can bring some of the building down on her too. We've always had a problem with her having like a shield up. Maybe we can do some damage to her, startle her. I don't know. My idea is versus instead of just hey we're here and they know we're here. Let's cause some mayhem here.
Okay.
There's no civilians for the first time that I can tell. We don't have to worry about civilians.
Okay. I mean, you haven't made a complete check of the building. You know, you don't know if there's like
Good point.
hobos living here or something. But
Good point.
you know,
Good point.
you're pretty sure this place is abandoned. So,
Good point.
so you run up in here, and the goal is to just start breaking as much stuff as you can.
No, the goal is to cave the wall in as I come through
Okay.
and just charge into the room. Uh, cause a bunch of damage, maybe take her off guard, like maybe she'll be shocked that we're not scared of her. I don't know. I
Okay.
just want to make a grand entrance versus versus a weenie entrance.
Okay. Well, you can definitely run up in here and start aiming at these pillars, these support columns.
Yeah, I was thinking I could take at least one out on the way in.
Okay.
Cave something in.
All right. You've got the movement to do this. That's not a problem. This whole area is just one big area. You can tell. You can see here where it's actually sectioned off. It's got a little bit of an overlap with this one because there's only so much I can do with the tools.
So it's a little dirty meta, but if I go into the room,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I would notice these pillars. I'd probably go for this one right here
Okay.
and just crash right through.
All right. You can actually get all the way in here and hit 2 pillars
Okay.
and take those out, no problem.
Okay.
The roof, the ceiling, which is about 40 feet up, does start to moan and groan like it's having trouble supporting the weight in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Molly herself, as you rush in, is flying 20 feet up in the air.
Up towards the roof or down from the roof?
She's about middle way up the room.
But she's flying towards the ground or up to the roof?
She's 20 feet off the ground.
Okay, she's just up there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. And as you rush in to the room, she is, let's see. She is going to hit you with a soul cage. So, as you smash through the second column, you suddenly feel yourself from the inside. It's like something's grabbing you and holding you back. And then suddenly there's all these purple lines of energy around you like a bird cage.
I just hear like the soul cage. All
Yep.
right.
And with that, she flies over to this opposite side of the room. Let's go ahead and get some initiative in here. Everyone, click on your character sheet and hit your initiative roll.
Oh.
Oh, geez.
Okay, let's.
All right, Sonic, you got a 14.
Mhm.
El Topo, you got an
8 from the crate. Don't be late.
Mhm.
And Drifter, you got an 8 as well.
Mhm.
All right, so let's put this in descending. All right, so Molly and Count de Graves. I'm going to adjust them for initiative. El Topo and Drifter, each of you roll a 1d10. All right, Drifter, you win the roll off. You will go before El Topo. Let me make sure that's all right. So we have Sonic, and then Molly, then Count de Graves, then the Drifter, El Topo. So Sonic, you are up. You can see into the room right now, where El Topo looks to be imprisoned in some sort of energy.
All right.
I'm not seeing the turn order.
No, me neither.
All right, hang on. How about now?
No.
Nope.
Okay, well, you'll just have to listen to me then. Tell you when.
Totally cool. Totally
It's
cool.
because
Totally
it's up on my screen.
Nope. Totally cool.
All right, so Sonic, you're up.
All right. Sonic's gonna stick his head in the room and say,
All right.
"Drifter, follow me."
Oh, I will. I'm holding
And-
on.
Okay. And he's gonna. Can he see her from where he's at?
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can see Molly from where you're at.
All right. He's gonna let out a piercing scream
All right.
at the best he can muster and aim it at her.
All right.
And that would be. Amazing ability. And he's gonna spend karma.
Okay. So
Gosh.
that's a miss. You've indicated you're spending karma, so you spend at least 10 karma. But Sonic, as you
Yes.
go to scream, you realize you cannot do it while you're intangible.
Okay. So how does that work? Do I?
So
let go.
so you try to
Yeah.
scream. You
Okay.
use your attack to make try to make your Sonic attack to scream, and you wind up screaming, but it's not really all that loud, and Molly kind of laughs.
Okay.
As she's wont to do.
Okay. Well, I guess that's ends my turn then. He'll just stay phased
Okay.
and realize it on his next turn. Have to let go if he wants to do something.
All right. Next up is Molly, who doesn't, for whatever reason, doesn't appear in the turn order. Or no, she's in the turn order, but she's like hidden in the initiative order for some reason. Let me see. I'm gonna remove her and count the graves and re-add them. 13 and 12. Add turn. and
There they go.
then-
There we go.
Oh, I see him now.
I see Molly Malefica. Yep.
12, and then let me drag Count de Graves to a area where you can see him, but that's not really where he is. I've moved him so I can add him to the initiative order. Okay, so wait, no, that was wrong. There we go. Oh, no, shit. Hang on. I messed that up. All right. There he is. Okay, now I can add him. Add turn. All right. Put him back on the GM layer. Move him back into position. And we'll put him back at a 12 where he was at. Okay. So, let me put them back into the order. Okay. So, Molly looks at the two of you. You look like ghosts to her, so she knows you're probably phased via Drifter right now. And she flies into this room. And that will... As she flies in this room, she activates her force field. All right. That'll be her turn. Next up is Count de Graves, who... Oh, let me get on the GM layer. Who comes through this wall. Right down through here. And as he comes out of this wall, he can see through the archways. He can see the Drifter and he can see Sonic. He is going to move past them, through them, since they are right together. As he moves through you, even though you are intangible right now, even though you are phased, the two of you feel the intense cold as he passes through you. You don't take damage from it because you're intangible, but you feel the intense cold as he floats through you. He looks at El Topo, and he is going to use his darkness control to focus his darkness. That again, you have little ghosts and skeletons and imps manifest inside the darkness. And he's going to try to attack El Topo with it.
Okay.
His ability to do so is excellent. He does hit you for 30 points of damage.
Oof.
That ignores your body armor.
Okay.
So you're in this soul cage, you can't move, and then suddenly you feel all of this awfulness wash over you. And as that happens, as he lets loose with that, he laughs. And then he floats back through this room, into this room.
Okay.
And he is himself going to start flying as well. All right, next up is the Drifter.
All right. I break contact with Sonic. Run into this room.
Okay, now breaking your contact with him like that is free. But
Yeah.
if you want to grab him and make him intangible again, that's going to be your action.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. And I will float up and start wailing on. Well, first I'm gonna try to make my hands tangible and start wailing on Count de Graves.
All right, is that a power stunt?
That's the power stunt.
All right, you have to get a yellow result on the power stunt.
Okay.
You can spend karma, but it won't count towards your number of successes for the power stunt.
Right. And I will let's see. No, I will go ahead and spend karma and to do this.
All right.
And let's see. So what do I need to roll?
What is your power rank for your phasing?
My power rank for my phasing is amazing.
All right, roll amazing, and you're looking for a yellow result.
Okay.
You got a
Oh,
red.
well.
Oh.
Damn it.
So you spend 10 points of karma.
Yeah.
So go ahead and
fuck.
subtract that. Huh?
I tried and tried, before and only made one success, and
It's a
damn it.
risk.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a risk you take.
Oh, I know.
So you take so you spend 10 points of karma, so you'll go down to
Yeah.
205.
Yep.
But you are
Yeah.
able to solidify your hands.
Yep. And I am going to just unload several attacks on Count de Graves.
Well, you haven't
Yeah.
made a fighting feat for more than one attack. Oh wait, no, you've got lightning
Yeah.
speed. You can make 4 attacks. I think base
Yep.
base level. Yeah.
Exactly. And so I will let's see. Goodness. Sorry, just trying to. Fighting's amazing. And sorry, I'm just trying to.
You're fine.
I can't find my Oh, there they are. Okay.
So you fight with monstrous ability. That's what you roll to see if you hit.
Yeah,
And when you hit, you do amazing damage.
exactly. And yes, monstrous. Okay, cool. All right. I was just trying to see about the stun capabilities, and so, all right, monstrous. First hit,
All right.
miss.
First
Or-
one's a miss. You
Yeah.
did not declare that you were spending karma.
No, that wasn't.
So, all right, you've
Okay.
got 3 more attacks.
Second one.
Come on, no whammies.
All right,
All right.
got a
now,
green result.
That's a green result. He is going to try to evade with his fighting, which is amazing.
Okay.
All right. So he gets a green. So that's a -1 column shift. Let me see if that would have made a difference.
Okay.
So let me get to the universal table. All right. So your fighting was monstrous. You got a 34. So it goes down 1 to amazing. 34 still hits. He did not successfully evade your attack.
Excellent.
And so from that, he does take some damage. You do connect with his grinning skull and do a little damage to him.
Do a little damage.
Love.
And yeah, we just did that. Did his show. And what do I do on rolling damage?
No, you do a specific set amount of damage.
Oh, okay.
You
All
do
right.
amazing with a green, and then you do +1 column shift, or monstrous with a yellow, and then +2 column shift with the red result. But you cannot buy those with karma.
Oh yeah, of course. Now, do I need to roll anything, or am I done on that attack?
Well,
got
you
2 more.
you
Yeah,
still have 2 more attacks.
Okay, gotcha.
but
How
on
many?
that attack, you're done.
Okay, gotcha. How many points did he suffer?
We
He's-
don't really know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The darkness that he uses as a offensive capability,
Yeah.
actually also shields him a little bit from attack. All the swirling little imps and ghosts and things and skeletons,
Gotcha.
they sort of act as a buffer against damage that he takes incoming. But you did
Gotcha.
do a little bit of damage to him.
I'm gonna go ahead and add some karma on this attack.
Okay. Now you can only add the karma to hit. You cannot add the karma to increase
Oh,
the
damage.
damage. Yeah. But you did roll a
Okay.
yellow, so you are at a +1 column shift. That's a hit. So you spend 10 karma. You'll go down to 195.
Okay.
But you do
Gotcha.
manage to hit him for +1 column shift damage. So let's see. He's already tried to evade. So we can't try to
Yeah.
evade again.
Mhm.
But on a blunt attack, you may have scored a slam on him. You may be able to knock him back. He has to make an endurance check. His endurance is unearthly. All right, so he gets a yellow, and I'm guessing that's probably going to be a no slam. Yeah, he's not slammed, but he does take some damage.
All right. Excellent. And then I'm gonna go ahead and strike him again. The final strike. And I'll spend karma.
All right, that is another hit. You spend
That a red
another.
result?
You spend another. No, that's a yellow
Yeah.
result.
That was yellow.
You spend another 10
Uh,
points of karma, so you're at 185,
Yeah.
and you hit for another +1 column shift. So you do monstrous damage. So you do some more damage to him.
All right. Cool.
Jesus. Turns out that was super effective. Why didn't you do that shit last time?
Yeah, I know. Well, I was trying to not have to use karma, and yeah. So
All right, so those are your 4 attacks. Super effective. You did do a ton of damage to him.
all right, cool.
It,
And
it
then
all it all added up pretty well.
cool. And then I will make my way back into here.
Okay. All right.
Um,
You've performed your actions. You've moved. Is that in your turn?
Topo, can you break free? And then that'll end my turn.
Topo, you
Yep.
you feel yourself pressing up against this cage, and you think that if you apply your strength enough, you may be able to break free.
Okay,
So you're going to make a strength feat. So your strength is what? Monstrous?
um, my scrimps is monstrous. Yes.
All right, so you're going to roll monstrous, but since this is a equal intensity feat, you're going to need a yellow.
Okay. What is this cage doing to me?
It's literally stopping you from moving at all.
Okay. Okay.
So
then
if
I
you
will
if
do
you
that.
want to break free of it, that's your action, and you have to use your strength. You have to roll monstrous on the universal table and try to get a yellow.
So monstrous. Can I use Klarma?
On this technically would count as a defensive roll. You cannot use Klarma or
Okay.
Karma.
All right, monstrous. Here we go. 78.
So
Looks yellow to me.
you start pushing with all of your intense might against the strength of this cage, and you're able to snap past it, and it dissipates around you into harmless little swirls of purple.
Sweet. Okay, so that is my action. But I can still move.
You can move now, yes.
Okay, I can't see the turn order well. I'm the last person to go,
Correct. We are
And then
about to be in round 2.
and then it's Sonic, Molly, Count de Graves, Drifter, then me again.
Yes. Here,
Okay.
I'll make it longer for you. Does that help?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to. All I see is Molly and Count de Grave.
You can resize your own turn order window.
Yeah.
If you put your cursor at sort of like the bottom
no.
right corner, you can embiggen it.
Yep, I can, but that doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll post it in the general chat in a sec. So Topo's thinking that he's looking up and he's looking around and he's kind of thinking he needs to get into rooms that are not so big. And so Topo's gonna run is there a doorway into this room?
Yeah,
Or-
all of these little things are like little archways.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go flying in there with no intent to take out a doorway, but if I do, I will.
Okay.
And I guess that'll end my turn. I'm out of action, so that'll end my turn.
All right. Next up, we're in round 2. Sonic, you're up. You are currently tangible. You are no longer intangible.
There you go.
Sonic, are you there? Can you talk?
Sonic, you may have your.
You
You're
may
probably
be
muted.
muted.
I'm
Are you muted?
back. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
He moved.
I'm here.
All right.
You can't hear me?
Yeah,
we
we can
got
hear
you.
you now.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Yeah, I want to. Can I see Count de Grace from that location?
Yeah, you're able to see him through this archway.
Okay, I want to kind of scoot over here a little bit so I don't shoot Topo, but I want to do my directed sound attack that ignores armor. And that is the generate sound as a direct attack. It does it with excellent ability, and I want to no amazing. Yeah, excellent ability, amazing damage. I want to spend karma.
Oh. All right. So, with
Yikes.
excellent ability, to get a hit, you would need to spend 40 points of karma.
Okay. Definitely want to do that. Dude, can I spend more to? You can't.
I mean, yeah, you can spend more if you want to. You can't buy
Column
more.
shift.
You can't. Yeah, you can't buy more damage with it. But you can spend however much karma you want to spend. He's definitely going to try to dodge.
Okay, well I'll do the 40.
Okay. So you get a 40. You spend 40 karma to get a 41,
Okay.
and Count de Graves will try to dodge. He has amazing ability. He gets a yellow, so that's -2. Let's see the universal table. You were excellent, so that takes you from excellent to good to typical. And at typical, unfortunately, that is a miss.
Okay.
So he was able to successfully dodge your attack.
Okay. Well, then I'll scoot back behind El Topo. Or actually, I'm gonna come back over here to the Drifter,
Okay.
and that'll end my turn.
All right. Next is Molly Malefica. Molly is going to fly back into this room. Man, let's see. What does she want to do? She is going to. She's going to conjure a giant sword out of the purplish energy swirling around her that acts as her force field. She's going to conjure what looks like a giant scimitar over here, and she's going to bring it down towards you, Sonic.
Oh no.
So, let's see. That's going to be an agility. She has amazing.
Okay.
She gets a green. That's a hit. Do you want to try to evade it?
Yes.
All right, roll your fighting.
My fighting is excellent. All right. Can I spend karma, or is it?
Not on a
Okay.
defense roll.
Sure.
All right, so you get a green. That's a -1 column shift. That takes her down to incredible. And with a 33, that is still a hit.
Okay.
So you are unable to successfully evade this magic sword that she has conjured. She brings it down on top of you, and it bites into your shoulder for 40 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
And then she flies back into this room. Actually, she's going to go one more and fly into here. Okay. All right. Next up is Count de Graves. Count de Graves is going to fly through you, El Topo. And once again, you feel that icy chill that you felt the last time he floated through you. You take 20 points of damage that ignores your body armor.
I call that the reverse boner.
Okay. So you'll go from 175 to 155.
Got it?
All right. And Count de Graves is going to direct his darkness and all of the little creatures inside it at Sonic. he directs that with excellent ability. And he will spend karma. He got a yellow, so he does still spend 10 points of karma. The darkness rushes over you, Sonic, and it does so for more damage than it would normally do because he rolled a yellow. And so that's going to be another 40 points of damage.
And Sonic. Oh, not my turn.
Can Sonic what? Oh, no. Sonic, yeah. You can try to dodge that if you would like to. Or wait.
Yeah, of course.
Hang on. No, you already tried to evade. You've already done a defensive action. You can't dodge. I'm sorry. All right. And after he hits Sonic with that darkness, he is going to fly back through here and into this room. All right, that will end Count de Grave's turn. Next up is the Drifter.
Okay. Drifter floats up and starts, giving him another 4 rounds of hurting if he can.
Well, you have to try to roll to make sure you can solidify.
Oh, I still stayed the same way I was.
No.
previously.
You have to do that again. You have to do that every
Jesus.
time you want to attack, because you're literally trying to solidify your body. Your normal state right now is to be intangible. So once you've made those attacks, yeah, that fades off. You have to do it again. It's still a power stunt. You have to try it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, I see what you're saying. All right, cool. All right, and I will spend karma to do it.
All right. Now remember, if you spend karma, it doesn't count towards your successful attempts.
I know. This is like, the stakes are too damn high.
Okay.
And I'm doing it at amazing.
Okay.
If I'm correct.
I mean, what it'll tell you on your cheat sheet.
Yeah, my amazing. For doing. Oh. Sorry. Cheat sheet. Power stunts. Yeah, I do it on amazing. Okay. And there's the table. Amazing. Submit.
All right.
Jesus.
You spend 10 points of karma.
Fuck. Man, why do I get these rolls now? Okay, gotcha.
All right.
All right.
But yeah, you do make your fists tangible again.
Yep.
And you start to remember what the Herald of the Golden Serpent told you. You have every tool you need to get this done.
Yep. And just make sure that I'm and I start attacking him.
All right. You get 4 attacks.
4 attacks at monstrous.
Come on.
Oh!
Oh!
All right. So
Hot
you're
diggity damn.
he will try to evade that. What is his fighting amazing? He got a green. That's a -1 column shift. So on a, let me see, monstrous, that takes that down to amazing. Still 91. It's still a red result. So
Nice.
you're going to do +2 column shift damage. So it goes from amazing to monstrous to unearthly.
Damn
Nice.
right.
As you hit him, and he does take a significant amount of damage. And he's starting to look rough, Drifter.
All right, good.
Do that 3 more times, Drifter.
I'm gonna do my damnedest. I'm gonna go ahead and spend karma again.
All right,
Jesus
same result. You
Christ.
spend
Now
another.
I'm like rolling like a,
Well, hey,
monster.
You
It's good we're
spent.
having some good rolls. It's been a while
Yeah,
since we had.
exactly. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, you didn't have this the first time you faced these guys.
Yeah.
So you spend another 10 points of karma, and
Yep.
he takes a lot of damage as you knock his skull head off. Immediately,
Yikes.
immediately,
Mhm.
he stops laughing, and his skull head just sort of rolls off here into the corner, and then his dark jacket and clothes just kind of fade out like like Yoda when he passed away. Just
Yeah.
he's just gone.
I float down and I'm pulverize that skull.
Okay. All right. So you with your third attack, you punch down and just completely shatter his skull. It's so old and you know what's the word I'm looking for? Structurally unsound, I guess is a good word.
Mhm.
That yeah, it just splits into pieces.
Uh, and uh, let's see. Uh, all right. I
Hang on, hang on.
yeah. Go ahead.
It's
Uh,
like just brittle as shit.
Yeah.
real quick,
Hmm.
you see. Oh, let me get back to that map. You see a ghost in the corner of the room, looking on, and it's Tia, and she looks happy, like she's finally at peace.
Tia, my aunt, or Tia, the girl that Chris
Tia,
murdered?
Tia, the girl that Chris was deceived into murdering.
Okay.
Yeah. And that quiets my blood rage.
Now the good
Oh
news
no,
is
we need that up.
Yeah.
the good news is that this dude
Hmm.
was undead. He was not technically living. You don't lose karma
Yeah.
for killing this dude.
Yeah. Uh, I I've taken out the graves. All that's left is Molly. And let's see. I'll um, come back over here and and that will be my uh, my that'll be the end of my turn.
All
Topo,
right.
try to drop the house on Molly if you can. All right, and that's it.
All right. El Topo, you're up next. Give me just a moment. I need to locate something real quick. All right, I have found it. Let me drag this up where it needs to be. All right. So, El Topo, what would you like to do?
Would I have would I have heard the drifter?
Yeah, yeah. You're close enough to this room, and the drifter moved back into this room, and then yelled, try to bring this place down. I took out Count de Graves. Yeah, you would have heard that, but you don't know where Molly is. You can tell Molly's not in this room, but you don't know. You don't really have a frame of reference for where she is.
Okay, I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna yell. Okay, I'm gonna start bringing this place down. Topo's gonna go through this wall.
Okay. As you go through that wall, which is definitely a load-bearing wall, you do feel a big section of the roof above you start to buckle, and it does fall on top of Sonic and the Drifter. Drifter doesn't care; he's fine. But
But
Sonic,
Sonic does shit.
yeah, Sonic is going to take 40 points of damage from falling debris.
That's -10.
Would you? Well, you can if you would like to. You can try to. Oh wait, no, you tried to. You dodged or evaded earlier, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't try that again.
Nope. Nope. You
Well,
only get to
wait.
do it once per round.
Oh, per round. Okay. It
Yeah.
doesn't reset after his turn. Okay.
So,
Yeah. He just bad luck, man. He got bad luck.
yep, you take 40 points of damage. You're not at -10. You're just at 0. There's no
Okay.
-10.
All right.
But you would have been below 0, so you are technically suffering endurance loss, and we'll have to check. All right. So El Topo, you did what Drifter asked. You brought down part of the roof. But you come into this room, you see Count DeGray's clothes and some shattered bits of skull over here, but you don't see Molly.
I'm gonna circle up through this wall
Okay.
and then back into this room.
Okay. From here, you can see Molly through this doorway, through this archway, because she did go through that door and didn't close it. So you can see her, but you've only got one area of movement left.
That's fine. I'm gonna yell at. I guess I'm gonna yell at her and say, "Let's see how tough you are now that your boyfriend's dead."
All right.
And then I'm gonna move my last movement up, and that'll end my turn.
All right. Next up, we're at the start of round 3. Sonic, I need you to roll your endurance rank, please.
Is amazing. Right?
I don't know. You tell
Spend
me.
karma?
It's on your character
Yeah, it
sheet.
is. No, it is.
Under
That's what I
endurance.
was saying. Yeah, it's amazing.
You cannot spend karma on this. All right, 91. You do not lose any endurance ranks this round.
All right.
Next
Man,
up,
I killed John. That sucks.
you didn't kill him. He's still alive. He's just dying. Remember, in this game, you can literally use your action to check on someone to make sure that they're stabilized.
Yep.
Now, that means you can't attack that turn, so it's an opportunity cost, but it's something that you can't. You didn't kill him.
Yeah, I know.
He's not dead. All right. Next up is Molly Malefica. El Topo, from where you are, you can see Molly go towards this area, and then you hear a loud crash as she uses her force field as sort of like a battering ram and starts going all through these rooms. It seems like she has the same idea that you do, except she's going to try to collapse the building on top of y'all. And you start to hear now the entire house rumble. And she uses the last of her movement to come back through here and out this side piece of rubble, this collapsed part of wall. It feels like the whole house is about to come down around you. And as it continues to rumble, this area here and these two areas here collapse in on top of you. Sonic, you lose 1 rank of endurance just because you took extra damage. So your endurance is now, I guess, incredible. Drifter, you're intangible. Nothing happens to you. El Topo, you are buried under a ton of rubble. And, well, tons, technically, of rubble. You take unearthly damage from where you are, as because remember, on the floor above you, there's also the debris from the level above that, from the 3rd floor. You are literally like, this shit just collapses in on top of you. And so overall, you take 50 points of damage.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going there now.
And that will end Molly's turn. Next up is the Drifter.
Okay.
You're currently intangible. If you want to do anything, or no, wait, you didn't become intangible again, did you?
No, I
Okay.
was I was intangible, made my fist solid.
Oh, that's
and-
right. That's right. So technically, you were still intangible. So yeah, you wouldn't take any damage. But now, Sonic, who is next to you, has disappeared under a lot of rubble, and you can't see El Topo. You can see. You can look up and see the night sky.
Gotcha. I'll am I able to make Sonic intangible if I touch him with my intangible hands?
You don't even see him right now.
Oh, I know, but I know he's buried underneath all that because it all collapsed on him right next to me.
You're gonna have to try to move some of the debris away.
Okay, I'll make myself solid and start removing debris.
All right, give me a strength check.
Strength check.
I will give
Okay.
you +1 column shift
Okay.
on this.
Strength check is amazing.
All right. Well, you got a white result. I don't think. Did you
Oh.
say you were spending karma? I don't think you did.
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah,
but I
you're-
have plus 1 column shift.
Yeah, but with a 13,
So
that,
can't do anything.
let me see. So you had amazing. No, nope. You're 3 points shy of it. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Well,
You-
with my speed, can I keep on doing it?
Yeah. With your speed, I'll give you a second chance.
All right. Cool. I'll spend karma just in case.
Okay.
On this one. Okay. I gotta save my buddy. Amazing. And submit.
Oh.
Of course.
So you try at first. You try to move some of the debris, and you're like, "Oh, nah, I got to put more oomph into it." And then
Yeah.
you just start tossing shit around.
Yeah.
El Topo, if you could
Okay.
see this, if you weren't buried under rubble, you would think this is pretty cool.
Yeah, like he's the one jailer in the jail that tosses every cot in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are able to move away enough debris that you see Sonic, and
Gotcha.
he looks like he could be dead. You don't know.
Gotcha.
It's like you'll have to spend an action trying to check to make sure he's okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I want to. Yeah, but I'll
All
do that next round, I guess.
El
Okay, cool.
Topo, you are currently buried under debris. Would you like to be free of it?
I think I would.
Give me a strength check.
Let me ask you this.
Huh?
As I'm laying there under the debris, would El Topo think it's better for him to go down than up?
I mean, you can do that. You can try. Now, keep in mind, this is a building. It is technically on a foundation. And
I mean, I dig through the city streets.
yeah, it's just it's going to be a little bit harder for you. So if you want to tunnel down through the foundation, I mean, you're strong. You're stupid strong, right? But you're going to have to get a yellow result on it.
But you're telling me it's easier to stand up.
It's whatever you want to do. I'm just saying if you want to burrow through there towards them, it's going to take a little more effort.
Okay, I'll go with least effort and try and get up and on top of the debris pile
All right, give me a strength check.
and see if I can't go and help my friends.
All right,
All right, strength check.
monstrous.
Yep.
Yeah, you're able to. And Drifter, you would see this behind you. El Topo just sort of flexes his muscles and raises up, and debris goes flying from off the top of him as he magnificently stands amid the debris.
Nice.
With my 5'5" frame. And then I'll wade towards the drifter and you got him? Can I help move stuff off of him?
I think I got him clear. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. So, El Topo, you have used your action to free yourself from the debris, and you have moved over here. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right, we're at the top of round 4. Sonic, I need another endurance check from you, please.
All right.
Remember, you're currently at incredible.
Okay.
Oh, that is a failure. You lose one more endurance rank and go down to remarkable.
Okay.
All right. As you look down at him, Drifter, you're pretty sure Sonic is barely alive, and that he's rapidly losing his life energy. What would you like to do?
I am going to check on him to try to bind his wounds or what have you,
Okay.
and then I'm going to pick him up. I'll tell Topo that I'm going to race him over to the nearest hospital, and I'll
So,
and there and yeah.
as
yeah,
you
go ahead.
check on him, you're able to stabilize him. Sonic, you are no
Yeah.
longer losing endurance ranks, but your endurance is currently at remarkable. We'll have to go ahead and take the skull off you because you're no longer dying. You're stabilized. You can see that he has some very sharp pieces of debris, including rebar and broken marble, that have been sort of violently thrust into his side past his ribs. So you're going to rapidly take him to the hospital?
Well, actually, oh shoot, that's a good question.
I mean, you
The
can take.
usual
Yeah,
room.
it's an option. Yeah, you could. They have a suite ready for him, probably.
Yeah.
Well,
His
I mean,
name
it
on it.
wouldn't. Me racing him over there is not going to aggravate his wounds. Will it?
No,
Or
no,
my-
he
or my-
is
okay.
stabilized. You have
Okay,
you
gotcha.
have stabilized him by checking on him. That's how it works in
Okay.
this game.
Cool. All right. Topo, I'll take him to the same hospital. Call me if Malefica turns around, and I'll come and join you and help you. And then and I'm gone.
All right. So you guys take off. El Topo, you are there alone, but you don't see any sign of Molly.
I think I'm going to clamber through the debris back into this room.
Okay.
And what do I see that's left of DeGraves?
Just his jacket and his clothes, which are just completely empty, and pieces of his skull.
I'm gonna scoop up what I can. I'm gonna look around the room.
Mm-hmm. And now this room is also collapsed, so you would have to do some digging to get to his clothes and the pieces of his skull. But with your strength, it's not a problem.
Yeah, so I'm gonna dig out kind of the proof of his death,
Okay.
and maybe just I'm sure there's some furniture around here. Maybe I can just grab a drawer. If not from the room I'm in, maybe from this room that was full of, furniture. Anyway, I'm gonna just try and scoop up any of his clothing, maybe his jacket, maybe some piece of skull,
Okay.
and then I'm going to exit the building. Topo's really pissed. Like, I want to take the whole building down, but I'm also calming down. I'm gonna get in my van, and I'm gonna drive straight. Uh, Again, not knowing if I've gotten a text back from Allison. I'm gonna.
I texted or I put that in chat a long time ago.
Oh, sorry.
If you scroll up, you'll see where I put it in parentheses. Allison texts back that they can't check the records of any house right now until the city records office opens in the morning.
Huh.
Because
I see it.
when
I
you
see
when
it.
you
Yep,
when
I
you
see it.
texted her, it was like 7 p.m.
I see it. So I'm going to text if I can meet her, and I'm gonna
And
take.
she would text back and ask what you wanted to meet about.
I'm gonna say I wanna. We took out the graves, and I'm gonna.
Okay.
If you want the story or not, meet me.
Where do you want her to meet you?
I don't care. The diner's fine.
The diner. Okay.
That
All
seems
right.
like an easy map.
Yeah, she agrees to meet you at the diner. And
I would
so,
think that she doesn't have any worry about El Topo.
no, I mean she pretty much knows, well, wait a minute, hang on. Were you real particular about her not knowing who you were, or was
No,
that
not
somebody
at
else?
all.
Okay,
No,
so she knows who you are and what you do.
we've been working together for a long time.
That's right.
My point
Okay.
was like, I don't think she's worried about, oh, this creepy guy is trying to talk to me at,
No,
whatever time
there
of
was
night.
one of you who was like adamant that their contact didn't know who they were, and I can't remember who it was. I don't think it was Drifter. Maybe it was Hagar's character. Maybe it was Sonic.
It was Hagar's character.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, she agrees to meet with you to get the story. So, let's see. We'll go to the diner.
Guys, I gotta go to bed.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right.
He's
well,
been
I mean,
golfing all day.
I'm in the
Okay.
hospital. If you guys wanna.
you're in the
Fine.
hospital.
Well, my character's in the hospital.
His
Oh,
character-
yeah, no.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
we'll
I'm done.
probably.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. We'll probably pick up at the hospital next time.
Sounds good.
And
Cool.
let me see here. Let me move El Topo over. All right, let me put both of them on the map. All right, here we go. So, you and Allison are at the diner.
Yep.
It's probably about a half hour later. You've gotten a text back from Drifter from his burner phone saying, Sonic's stabilized. They put him through surgery. We're able to get the debris out of his side, and he's currently recuperating.
We just cut through the stitches that we stitched up 3 days ago.
Most likely, yeah. All right, so Allison's like, all right, what's going on? You guys beat Count de Graves?
This is what's left of him. And I hand her the box that I brought it in with.
The drawer.
Yep.
All right, so she takes a quick picture of it, including the skull fragments. And she was like, "All right, yeah, tell me what happened."
I'm not sure what to tell you. There was a house that appeared out of nowhere at those
The
coordinates I texted you.
the one that you okay, yeah.
Yeah, the Google map that I sent you. That house has not been there, and I mean, I've never seen it there, and it just appeared.
Okay.
But it was run down as hell. Should have been condemned if it was there.
You see her taking like notes in her notepad while you talk.
And sure enough, he and Megan were there.
Megan, who is Megan? Megan,
Maleficent.
you mean Molly Malefica?
Golly, Maleficent.
Yeah, sorry.
Molly Malefica.
I've taken a head. The whole damn building came down on my head. I'm sorry.
Jesus. Okay. Well, what? Yeah, what happened? What happened to Count de Graves? How did you guys manage to take him down?
Well, the drifter took him down. Really,
Oh, okay. You see her making more notes.
he was kind of the hero of the fight.
Sonic hit him first. if I'm correct.
Unfortunately, Sonic didn't make it. I don't know if he's gonna make it.
Oh, that other member you have that keeps getting whooped.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, he got whooped again, but we couldn't have done it without him. I don't know what he did, but he was a hero today.
alrighty. I
I think he's in the hospital. We'll have to follow up in the morning, but I think DeGraves is done. But Molly's still on the loose.
Well, maybe she's gonna lay low for a while. Who knows? Now that her boyfriend's gone, or
If
she may just be holding out. There's been some talk amongst paranormal circles that he's some kind of revenant, and he'll even if you manage to stop him, he'll be back at some point. I don't know if that's true. I don't know ghost stuff, but maybe she's just waiting for him to come back. Who knows?
I was gonna say if all you want to do is take a picture of this these remains, then I'm probably gonna go see my good friend Ray.
Ray.
You know Ray at Occult Books.
Oh, the guy that owns the yeah. No, I know that place. I haven't really met him. I don't really know him, but you're friendly with him?
Oh, he's a good friend of mine.
Okay.
He's a real good friend of the Drifter, and maybe he can do, maybe he can make heads or tail out of the remains here.
Well, hopefully.
Maybe there's something we can do to finally keeping this revenant from coming back.
And she kind of shrugs her shoulders, goes, "I don't know. This is out of my realm. I just report stuff. I don't know anything about these things." But yeah, hopefully, or maybe he's just gone for a while. That's at least something, isn't it? Isn't that good?
Well, I hate to kick the can down the road for other people to have to deal with.
Well, I mean, whichever way you get a break, I guess. I mean, he's not a problem right now. That's probably a good thing.
It's a great thing.
And you get the feeling like she's trying to, lift your spirits a little bit. Like, hey, maybe you actually did good.
No, it's a great thing, Allison. But I know that the Drifter for sure has a code, and he'd want to make sure this guy was done for. Either way, that's what happened tonight. I should probably go check up on the Drifter and Sonic.
We'll follow up on that house in the morning. probably have the full story. Maybe for the afternoon edition.
I'd be interested to see what you hear.
All right. Well, and she kind of waves her notebook at you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're okay, and I hope your other friend is okay.
Thank you.
All right, and we're gonna end it there for tonight,
Cool.
and we'll pick up with Sonic in the hospital as we do sometimes.
I think we've started almost at least 70% of our sessions.
with Sonic in the hospital. All right.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So, hope
Almost
be
there as
drinking
often as the diner.
hope you
hitting on the
guys
same nurse as I normally do.
Have a good time, and
Certainly did. Certainly did.
and hey, you got the better of these two this time.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, you didn't get
Finally.
right. Well, I mean,
Finally.
you finally started hitting the rolls. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Golly.
Sonic just not Sonic, but Drifter just walked over and ham-handed him.
Once
Yeah,
Drifter throws a little Karma on there, he can kick some butt.
Well, that was the funny thing is I didn't need the
Yeah,
karma.
he didn't need it.
I
He was rolling well, and he was rolling
No.
rocks.
If
I-
he
yeah.
realized that he needed it, right? I mean, he needed to declare he was using Karma, and then he got it.
Oh God. Yeah. What was? But
He
yeah.
didn't-
I
when
love.
he didn't declare it, he rolled like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
What was
that's
it?
true.
What was it that the thing that I just liked was Drifter was there for retribution. It's just like that was
No,
fun.
that made sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean
It's like,
Sure.
think of how that would play out in the comic book. I mean
oh yeah.
these people deceived you into killing someone you knew.
Yeah.
Not someone
And
you were best friends
massacred
with, but
all of those folks at the rail yard.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's just
you
like,
got some payback for them.
oh God, yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Now to find Malefica, if we can.
Well, it's
Clean this mess up.
this was more like closure for y'all before you move on to
Okay.
the next thing. I don't want you to get too
Sweet.
into the weeds on solving the Molly thing,
Okay,
because
gotcha.
Molly's currently out of the picture, on the run, waiting for
Yeah.
Count de Graves to rematerialize. So, just it's time to be open to moving on to other things. Don't get too much in the
Cool.
weeds in it. Okay.
No, that's fine.
All
Thank you,
right.
thank you, thank you. And Trey, please take care of yourself.
Oh no, I will.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you guys next week.
All right.
Our
All right.
love
Thanks.
for you abounds. Thank you.
You're
Same
welcome.
here, buddy.
All right, y'all take it easy. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night, my dudes.
Good night, everybody in chat. Good night, Stokes.
Good night, Jonathan.